Something mind-blowing happens in the middle of Martin Luther King's famous I Have a Dream speech. Many people consider this to be the most excellent speech in American history. But what's interesting is he doesn't start off talking about how he has a dream.
100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty.
Even 5 minutes in, he's still not talking about it.
There will be neither rest nor tranquility in America until the Negro is granted his citizenship rights.
He doesn't start talking about it until more than halfway through. But that's not the mind-blowing part. Look at the difference between him speaking here
America has given the Negro people a bad check.
and him speaking here.
So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow,
Or him speaking here
but we refuse to believe that the Bank of Justice is bankrupt.
and him speaking here.
I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream.
What's the mind-blowing part? It's that he abandoned the speech. King knew that the audience wasn't with him, so he gave up what he had prepared and improvised the rest. Yes, perhaps the most famous phrase in all of American speechwriting history was not actually written. But what's the lesson in this? Because if you're preparing a talk and you're writing out a script or even preparing an outline, is the lesson for you to go about halfway through that outline and then abandon it and improv what you hope is one of the most famous lines in American history? Of course, that's not what you're supposed to do. But I was reminded of King's speech because just yesterday I was working with a client. She just had a few days to put something together, and so I helped her to figure out an outline. And she asked me if it would work if she actually read a speech that she wrote out. I'd like to say that the only hard and fast rule of communications is that there are no hard and fast rules. However, I don't recommend you read your talk. King observed that the audience wasn't with him, but by continuously looking down at his remarks, he wasn't with them either. If your entire purpose when you go up on stage is to give a great speech, then you've already failed. That's not your purpose as a speaker. Your purpose is to help your audience to create meaningful change. Your purpose is to show them that change is possible. And one of the most profound ways you can ensure that they believe in the change you want for them is for you to actually present to them, not read something in front of them. Sometimes there are tweaks you can make to your talk that have a profound impact, and sometimes there are larger concepts that you really need to hear. But here you'll get both, so be sure to follow.